Magandang araw mga kabayan. Ito po muli si Engineer Alejandro, isang OFW, ang inyong stock tambay. Muli handang magbahagi ng kwentong kalakal at kuro-kuro mula sa Philippine Stock Exchange. Kung bago ka pa lamang sa aking channel, huwag kalimutan mag-like, subscribe, share, at pindutin ang notification bell para updated ka sa bagong videos na aking i-upload. And we're here again for the OFW Average Trader PSE Weekly Performance Review. We're very happy to be here again to share the latest happening in the Philippine Stock Exchange. But before diving in, I would like to send our heartfelt gratitude to the regular viewers of this channel. We thank you for continuously supporting us. In return, we will do our very best to give and share with you the most relevant information and signals to properly interpret the market using the chart or technical analysis. So let's get started with the PSE index. The market opened lower than the previous close at 6,026 but pushed a bit higher and closed at 6,052 that gave us a green neutral candle on a Monday. On Tuesday, the market opened higher at 6,054 and continued to push higher and close at 6,076 that gave us another green list bullish inverted hammer candle. Come Wednesday, the market opened higher again at 6,103 and continued to push higher but closed a bit lower at 6,094 that gave us a red list bearish hammer candle. Then on Thursday, the market opened a bit higher at 6,104 but closed a bit lower at 6,093, which gave us another red list bearish inverted hammer candle. And finally, on a Friday, the market opened higher at 6,120 but closed lower at 6,077. That gave us a red, more bearish candle as profit takers persist at the closing of the week. Overall, the market appears to have bounced from last week's possible support area, which more likely starting to form a higher low as its new support level. This week's movement with its lowest at 6,026 and highest at 6,120 could be perceived as a possible upward movement, which will be confirmed in the coming weeks as it breaks above the 14 and 21 days moving averages, while MACD continue to move on a positive trajectory. And now let us proceed to our individual stocks, where the first on the line is Ayala Land. In spite of the company's consistent share buyback for the entire week, Ayala Land stock continued to go lower beyond 23 level. The price is currently at 22.55 level, which happens to be one of its historical support area 3 years ago. While it appears to continue going lower, the moving averages and MACD are obviously still in their negative form. We will keep on monitoring this stock until it stops and finds its bottom. Now moving to our next stock, where we have BDO. Once again, due to the absence of any significant news report this week, BDO stock appears to have bounced a bit and go above the 50 days moving averages, while MACD continued to move on a positive form as it slowly approached the zero zone. We will just keep an eye on this stock on the coming weeks until it finally confirms its shift of sentiment. Now let's move forward to our next stock, where we have Converge. Due to the absence of any significant news report this week, the stock appears to be struggling to break past the 35 days moving average, which caused the price to continue to descend back at the 12 support area, while it went lower below the 14 and 21 days moving averages despite the MACD continue to shift its trajectory to positive formation. We will further continue our evaluation on this stock and set a plan when or at what price will be the ideal entry of position. Now moving forward to our next stock, where we have Jollibee. Another week without any significant news report, the stock appeared to continue its pause and move sideways. The shift of 14 and 21 days moving average trajectory, if sustained, will confirm its consolidation phase while establishing a higher low formation before it continue its upward move in the coming weeks. Once again, we will continue monitoring the stock until we finally confirm a shift in sentiment. Now going back to our banking sector, where we have Metro Bank. Still in the absence of any positive news report up to this week, the stock price appeared to show its confirmation of a sideways movement, establishing its new support level at 68. As previously mentioned, the slight pullback but staying above the current support area manifests as additional indication of the normal consolidation phase it continued to undergo. The formation of the moving averages and MACD started to shift trajectory into positive direction is a confirmation itself of the start of shift in trend. Moving forward to our next stock where we have JGS. Though the stock continued its movement even without any significant news report up until this week, JG Summit Holdings continue to show that it keeps on trying to hold its ground above 22.75 level and currently moving on a sideways direction as it slightly attempts to break past its moving averages. Should the market starts to show optimism on the following weeks, a chance to get back above the moving averages will prove it is still intact to upward trend with the concurrence of MACD shift of trajectory to a positive direction or positive zone. Now let's move to our next stock where we have SMPH. With the continued share buyback executed at the middle of the week and the opening of its 89th mall in the Philippines at La Union with outdoor sandbox feature, the stock price appeared to continue trying to bounce a bit and hold its ground above the current support level at 22.6. Though it struggled to break past above the moving averages, the slowly formation of the moving averages and MACD positive trajectory will most likely give a breathing space to start aligning properly, which might soon be ready for the next phase of trend. Moving forward to our next stock where we have Mega World. In spite of its consistent support of its share buyback program this week, the stock experienced a huge drop at the middle of the week, though managed to push back above the psychological support area at 1.97 level. With the current negative sentiment experienced by this stock, we will just have to continue to keep an eye on its move next week for a make or break position where it will manage to establish its support level. And last but not the least, let us go now to our focus on stock where we have Ayala Corporation. Due to the share buyback at the opening of the week and the public ownership news report for this week, Ayala Corporation appeared to have bounced a bit this week just right above the previous resistance level at 477, which is at neutral bullish state almost the entire week. With a slight bounce experienced this week, will the price continue to break past the moving averages and confirm its move to push back at 477 support level, or will it continue to drop once again up to the previous historical support area at 450 or even reaches bottom during pandemic level at 360. Let us continue to keep an eye on it on the coming weeks as the confirmation of its next move will only be determined how it will perform on the next couple of weeks. Before ending this video, let us keep in mind that the market movement is cyclical and every phase of this cycle, if identified properly, can become opportunity for every investor. Let us keep our focus on the technicals and not get carried away by anything else. However the market moves now, due to outside noise or unfavorable situation, it will remain as the same market decades ago or years from now. And that is all we have for this week. In case there's a stock you want us to discuss on our review next week, you may send a message or comment on this channel with a domain name OFW Average Trader. You may also choose to reach out by sending me an email at engineeralejandromagno@gmail.com, or you can also send a message in my Twitter account or send a direct message in my Facebook page named Engineer Alejandro Magno. Take the opportunity while it is offered free. There is no secret to success. We just have to keep going and work harder. We will only lose a battle the moment we stop trying and believing. Before we finally end this video, please don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and share this channel to your friends, family, colleagues, and fellow OFWs currently looking for a passive income. This might help to share the gift and opportunity to be financially literate. It might also help them secure their future and save their hard-earned money from price inflation. I hope you learn a lot from this video. Thank you for keep supporting this channel. Have a nice day and see you all on my next video. Ciao.